Hi guys, so I finally finished taking down my Christmas decorations and I am so excited to do some regular decorating along with some Valentine's decorating. I absolutely love to decorate for Valentine's Day, and so I'm super excited to share some DIYs with you. Let me know down in the comments, what is your decorating style for Valentine's Day? I love to do the traditional red and white, but there are so many fun colors out there: pinks, purples, teals, really just more pastels I've noticed lately for Valentine's Day. So let me know down in the comments, are you a pastel person or a total traditional Valentine decorator? Let's jump into the video and start the DIYs. So our first project is a heart topiary. I have such a hard time with that word. Anyway, I'm using these little mini roses that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it does take about 7 packages to cover the entire heart. And at first I started kind of gluing in a pattern, or at least I thought it was a pattern, and then I was like, this is weird. And then I just started gluing like every other one a different color. And I just kind of went around the entire heart. So it's a little time consuming. Definitely find yourself a good book, audiobook, a TV show, something to watch or do while you are covering the heart. So once I have the heart all covered, I just use a wooden dowel and I stick it up into the heart, and then I try to use some hot glue here. I'm using one of these little boxes from the Dollar Tree. I tried to use some hot glue. That did not work, and I went ahead and left the clip in the video just so you guys could see that it's really not sturdy enough. It's pretty heavy with all those little roses on it, so you're going to need to put something in the bottom of this box to give it some stability. I went ahead and just took some rocks out of my yard and glued them to the wooden dowel. Then I'm taking this shred from the party department at the Dollar Tree. I'm just adding that into the bottom of the box, and then I took some ribbon. I made a simple bow and glued it to the bottom of the topiary, used a little bit of vase filler, and here is the final look of this super cute rose topiary. For this next project, we're going to be making an XO wreath, and we're going to be using a pool noodle for our wreath form. Let me know down in the comments below, have you ever used a pool noodle to make a wreath? I made a super fun vintage wreath this Christmas using a pool noodle, and I absolutely loved it. So I decided I would try and make a Valentine wreath with the pool noodle as well, and it didn't disappoint. So if you haven't tried the pool noodle hack for a wreath form, I definitely suggest you try it. And don't forget, let me know down below if you have ever done that before. So once I have the pool noodle glued together, then I took the microfiber mop from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be gluing this at a diagonal angle. So I just place one end of the microfiber mop with some glue on it, I attach it to the pool noodle, and then I wrap it around diagonally sorry, and I'm going to glue the other end down to the pool noodle. So this is going to take about 8 of these microfiber mops to glue around the entire wreath form. So once you get this end glued on there, we're going to take the next microfiber mop and we're just going to line it up next to where that piece was glued on, and you're just going to piece it together as you go around. Once you have it all on there, you're not going to be able to notice at all that the wreath was pieced together. You can fluff it out a little bit and you'll never know. So I am using a white pool noodle. If your Dollar Tree is not selling white pool noodles at this time, no worries, you can use a different color. You just need to make sure that your mop is glued really close together so none of the pool noodle shows through, but they are heavy duty enough that it shouldn't be able to see the color through the mop. Once I get all of the microfiber mops glued on there, then you're going to have this super fun fluffy wreath form. Now I thought this would be adorable for a winter wonderland wreath as well, because it would look really cute with some bottle brush trees, and at my Hobby Lobby right now the bottle brush trees are all 90% off. So I think I need to run over to Hobby Lobby, grab some of those bottle brush trees, and be ready for next year's winter wonderland wreath. So I picked up these XO letters from Hobby Lobby over in the unfinished wood area. You do get a set of 2 of them, or like 4 letters altogether. I am only using 2 of the letters. I went ahead and used my folk art chalk paint and covered it with the pink color, and I'll leave that color down in the description box. And then I'm just taking some white acrylic paint and I'm dry brushing over both of the letters. Once I have that completed, I'm just going to use some hot glue and I'm going to glue these letters to the wreath form. You don't need any like super hold here. These aren't really heavy and they attach really nicely to the microfiber mop. Once I get that glued on, I just add a little bit of a hanger to the back with some white ribbon, and then our wreath is going to be complete. This is super easy and super fun, and it makes such a fun statement, and I've seen several of these kind of wreaths on Pinterest lately. So for our next project, we're going to be making a heart candle holder, and we're going to be using one of the wood hearts that they have at the Dollar Tree. I also took an old gift bag that I also got at the Dollar Tree. It was a paper one. I cut that to be the shape of the heart, and to do that I just flipped the heart over, traced the front of the heart onto the back of the gift bag so I had the right size heart. Once I have that all cut out, I'm just using some Mod Podge and applying the paper heart to the front. I did go ahead and use my sanding block to get off any of the edges. You can use just regular sanding paper too. I got that at the Dollar Tree. And then I'm taking some white acrylic paint and I'm just going to go over the exposed wood part around the edges with my white acrylic paint. Once I have that all painted on there, then I'm going to move on to the vase part, or the vase part of our candle holder. So I got this little mini vase from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using some of the purple filler that you can get over in the party section, and I'm just going to fill up the vase with this party filler. It makes a super fun look on the inside of the vase. Then I'm going to take the wooden heart and I'm going to apply some hot glue to the top of the vase, and I'm going to apply the wooden heart to the top there where I've glued, and then this project is complete. This is super cute and really fun accent piece. Any smaller candles that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree fit really nicely on the top, and then you have a super fun festive candle holder. So our next project is a heart button stand, and I originally saw this project on the Crafty Quinn. She had created some conversation type heart stands and I thought they were super cute, so this is my interpretation of what she had created. But I took one of these wooden hearts and I covered it with some white acrylic paint, and then I had some leftover beads from Amazon. These are just, you know, plain wooden beads. You could use beads from the Dollar Tree as well if you wanted to. I took 3 of them, I painted them with my white acrylic paint, and then I just glued them to the bottom to give it the stand appearance. And I glued them just at the very bottom of the point of the heart, and then where it's the 2 lumps of the heart. Then I had some buttons. These were just in my craft stash, but the Dollar Tree does sell buttons, and Hobby Lobby also sells buttons. And I just took these cream and white colored buttons and I glued them all on the top of the heart. I did overlap in a few areas just to give it a really kind of fun textured look. And this was super easy and it turned out super adorable. I absolutely love it. And yeah, here you go. Here is the final look. So the next project is a heart banner, and this is really more of a hack than a DIY, but I took this super cute donut sign that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I just took it apart from the ribbon that it was on. I think there is something super cute about decorating with donuts, and if you haven't seen my donut snowman that I hand painted a couple years ago, I'll leave that up in the cards and down in the description box. So all I did was separate these donuts, and I made sure to put the donuts with the words after every 2 hearts. There are only 2 of them that have wording on them, so it just made more sense to space them out that way. And then I'm using some hot glue, and I'm just gluing it to some ribbon that I had on hand. You could use any ribbon. I suggest a fairly good sized width of ribbon, just because it's going to be holding some heavy stuff. And then this is how it turned out. I think it's super adorable, really easy, and it makes a really cute accent to any kind of fireplace or shelving wherever you are hanging it. I am super excited to share these DIYs with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below which one was your favorite and if you're going to recreate any of these. If you loved this video, make sure you check out this video next. More inspiration and DIYs for Valentine's Day. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video.